Say my beautiful people, this is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. Welcome back to my channel. To all my viewers, new subscribers, returning subscribers, I thank you all for supporting. And I want to say a special shout out to those of you who are watching me from the UK, United States, and locally Grenada. I thank you all for your continued support to this channel every time I put out a video. Well, brothers and sisters, in today's video, I will be taking you back up to the island, the sister island of Carraicou. First of all, let me say that some of the contents that will be played in this video are not mine. Disclaimer, I don't claim it to be mine. I give all credit to its rightful owners. So we're going to be talking about, there is a tradition in Carriacou that is practiced called cake dancing. Yes, the cake dancing tradition with the flags and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it, but what I do know is that the people of Carriacou, Grenadians, right? They are Grenadians or Carraicounians who are Grenadians in the sister isle of Carriacou is this type of people that is very, very passionate about the African tradition. And I must say that the people of Carriacou have been very much successful in preserving the African heritage and culture. They have done a far better job than we here on the mainland. Now, for those of you who may not know Carriacou, Carriacou is a small island to the north of Grenada, just approximately 40 to 45 minutes boat ride away, right? So Carriacou, and then you have Pitimatnik as well. So Carriacou is north of us, and they, as I said in previous videos, they make up the state of Grenada. Now, Carriacou is a whole world to itself. You know, when you leave the mainland and you go to Carriacou, you will get a total different experience. The people in Carriacou, our brothers and sisters, our fellow Grenadians in Carriacou, are very welcoming, peaceful. It's a very, very peaceful island. I would say negative 1% violence. There isn't any much violence on the island, or it's scarcely heard of. Carriacou is very peaceful. It is a go-to destination for those who love quiet places. You know, you may be a retiree and you want to look for that, place where you can enjoy peace and tranquility. Carriacou is that island for you. And also, if you want to submerge yourself in the African culture and the African way of things, Carriacou is that island for you as well. They have been able to preserve, if not all of the culture, that our ancestors came here in the Caribbean with. Yes, the food, the entertainment, the drums, the storytelling, which we know as the Anansi story. And there is a whole lot more. Even the wedding, right? The way they do the wedding, and that is what we will be talking about today. There's a way that the Carraicounians celebrate wedding ceremonies. I really was curious about that. It is something that I'm very, very, very curious about. They have this cake dancing where they dance with the cake and the groom and the bride with all the flags and all this stuff. So those of you who may not, who are watching and you live on the island of Carriacou, please let me know, let us know in the comment section. Help us to understand the tradition behind this. But what I do know, it is a tradition that our ancestors came here on the island of Grenada with. Yes, it is a tradition Now they came here on the island of Grenada, and not the island of Grenada, including Carraicou. All right, that include Carriacou, and it is a way that they celebrated, the groom and the bride. Yes, and what I do know is that the way it is held is way different from how we do it on the mainland. We here on the mainland has more adapt ourselves or allowed the Western way of culture things to penetrate us. And I'm not saying we have not preserved some of there are a lot of African heritage here on the mainland that we are able to preserve. But what I'm saying is that the Carricunians, our brothers and sisters up there in the sister isle of Carraicou, have done a better job in preserving the African heritage. And I just want to compliment my brothers and sisters on the island of Carriacou for that. I believe we cannot, as Grenada, we cannot really boast about the African culture and the African heritage and stuff on if it wasn't for our brothers and sisters on the island of Carriacou. They are the lifeline in preserving the African heritage and not allowing it to die. Thanks to our brothers and sisters of Carriacou and Pitimatnik, let me include Pitimatnik. Thanks to our brothers and sisters of Carriacou and Pitimatnik, they have held on. They have held on to the African tradition, and they continue to practice it from generation to generation. And there's a whole lot of things we could learn from them. Yes, they have held on. They are very passionate about the African culture. They are very passionate about the African, the ancestors. I mean, their ancestors are our ancestors because we are all Grenadians. All right, so it is very, very, very well. This is something I said. Let me talk about. So those of you who may be looking at me tonight, and you may be a Carraicunian, you may be a Grenadian living on the island of Carriacou or from the island of Carriacou. Let us know more about the kick dancing and and what the flag is. I see there is this flag where two men, it looks as though they are wrestling, with the flag. One is trying to do something to the other one, and there's this kind of wrestle or scuffling, or more like a sword fighting with the flag. What this symbolizes, I'm very curious about. Yes, what I'm very curious about, but I know it's something to do with the bride and the groom, and I'm demonstrating that the groom is the head of the home. So those of you who are from Carriacou, let us know in the comment section, and if there are some of you who are from the mainland, the continent of Africa, and you are watching me, if you are Sierra Leonean, yes. If those of you from Sierra Leone who are watching me, those of you from Ghana, Nigeria, wherever you are from watching me, and you are born on the continent of Africa, is this something that is similar, to what is being practiced on the mainland? I want to know where this tradition came from. All that we know, or all that I know doing my research, it came from the continent, the continent of Africa. It is something that our ancestors brought here with the cake dancing and the flag, and all of this. Is it something? Where did this stem from exactly? Which part of Africa this type of tradition came from? I also came across that this was something on the plan that was also practiced on the plantation. When the slaves are born, or enslaved folk parents met on the plantation, whenever they were together, they find ways to entertain themselves. And these were some of the things that stem from the plantation. So I don't know how accurate that is, but let me know, on the comment section below about the cake dancing. Yes, but Carriacou, I really give a big shout out to Carriacou. So there's those of you who may be planning to visit Grenada, your experience cannot be complete if you do not visit the island of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Carriacou is a lovely paradise. It's a paradise. I'm telling you, it's something out of the movie. Yeah, Carriacou is is a paradise. There's only one. Well, there's two ways you can get there. You can get there by plane, or you can get there by boat. Mainly people take boat because it's cheaper, and it's more, how to say, adventurous when you are taking the ferry to go up there. We have the ferry that is operating to go on Carriacou we call Osprey. It's Osprey, and there are other ways you can get there. There are other ferries that operates, but the main ferry to the island of Carriacou is Osprey. Yes, so Carriacou has been a forerunner in preserving the African tradition, and I really compliment our brothers and sisters in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Carriacou especially, for preserving that type of tradition, the cake dancing and the flag with the flags. It's again, it is a wedding. It's a wedding ceremony. It's an African heritage of a wedding ceremony when man and woman gets married. All right. So I want those of you who are maybe watching again, let us know where did this. If those of you who are watching from the continent of Africa, the motherland, whichever part of the motherland that you are watching me from. I do see you guys in the comment section below. When you comment, I see that I have Nigerians, I have Sierra Leone, I have Ghanaians, and other parts of Africa. Those comment on the section below on this channel, so I know that you are watching. So let us know. Help us to identify this type of tradition. Is this something that you can identify, that you know of, that is being practiced on the motherland? Where did this stem from? What is the symbol behind the cake? If you see there the woman dancing with the cake, and the men sword fighting with the flag. What is the symbol behind this? What I do know is that the bride and the groom, the family of the bride and the groom, they choose a neutral place where the bride and the groom come together, and I think they dance their way to the church, or wherever the reception or the ceremony is being held up. Again, I may not be accurate on on some of the things. That is why I'm asking you for your feedback, your comment. Even those of you who are from Carriacou, you are living on the island of Carriacou, you are born on the island of Carriacou. Let us know. Help us, here on the mainland, where this tradition came from. Yes, and I do want us as Grenadians here on the mainland to take example from our fellow Grenadians in the island of Carraicou, how they are passionate and how they have been able, and let us know, Carraicounians, how you have been able to preserve such rich heritage, African heritage, and I'm saying this in a good way, not in a jealous way, right? I'm not saying this in a jealous way, right? I'm saying this out of happiness. I'm proud because I'm proud to see how Carriacou has richly preserved the African heritage and have prevented it from dying. So let us know how you have been able to do this, what it is, why in Grenada here, we also have on the mainland, we also have been able to preserve some of our African heritage as well, but not like the people on the island of Carraicou. So I want to know how you do it up there, my brothers and sisters. I think I will have to come up there during the Maroon Festival. What other festivals? Well, we have the regatta festivals, and there are other festivals I know that our brothers and sisters on Carriacou holds. So please educate me, enlighten me about the festivals. I have no, guys, I have been a Grenadian all my life. I am a Grenadian. I born on the mainland of Grenada. But to be quite honest with you, some of you won't believe I have never been on the sister isle of Carriacou. I have never been. I don't even know how the sister isle of Carriacou looks like. I mean, I only see it on TV, and Carriacou is only 40 to 45 minutes boat ride away from us, and I have never been up there. So please, my fellow Carricouians, brothers and sisters, Grenadians on the island of Carriacou, let me know what is the best time of the year, when it comes to learning and educating myself about the African tradition and the African way of life that we practice here in Grenada, that our ancestors have brought from Africa, because there's a whole lot of things I'm still learning. There's a whole lot of things I'm still learning. Just the other day, I've learned about the Saraka, and learning that Saraka is a reformation of the word Sarah, right? It started in Sierra Leone, and in my village here in St. Andrews. I'm from St. Andrews, the parish of St. Andrews. We practice Shango, right? We have I think that's from Yoruba. That's a Yoruba practice, Shango, and yes, but I still don't know a whole lot about the Shango. I know, as being a young boy, I go into to Shango, and all I know is the drum beating and and all the other ritual things, but I don't know the significance. Our foreparents did not take the time to educate us about what it is really, to educate us about its origin. We knew it came from Africa, but we don't really know what Shango is. A lot of people have, after the Europeans have brought in Christianity, a lot of growing up, we were told that Shango is a demonic practice. And I have been growing up believing that Shango is a demonic practice. And there was a point in my time in my life I never attended it anymore. After the whole Christianity thing was brought in, right? So help us to understand what Shango really is as well. So those of you, yes, we practice Shango. We call it Shango, but it's a Yoruba practice. What I do know, it originated from Nigeria, but we want to know what it is, what it is. Well, help me to understand. Okay, I would love to learn more about it. This channel is about educating each other as well. We reconnect. One of the ways we can reconnect is when we educate each other, right? Yes, because to reconnect back to our African roots, we need to be educated, right? And on the things that we have not been educated of, we have lacked knowledge in, and because if we do not understand, the heritage of our African ancestors, it will be difficult for us to reconnect. It is said that power is knowledge. Power is knowledge. When you have knowledge, you can be able to understand. Understanding comes by knowledge. And when you have that understanding from that knowledge, you can be able to connect. You can be able to connect. So help us to understand. So back to I don't want to go on rabbit trails, but back to I touch on the Shango, yes. But let's go back to the the cake dancing. Yes, the cake dancing, man. I love this. I love the way, again, our brothers and sisters on the island of Carriacou have practiced, the cake dancing. Urge our Grenadian authorities here on the island of on the mainland. I think more should be done in preserving our African heritage. More should be done in preserving our history altogether. I would like to see we bring back, our the patois that our foreparents used to speak. Bring back that languages in our school curriculum, and all of these things that I think we should be doing. We should be doing so I'm making a shout out to the cultural minister, whoever is responsible for culture. We need to preserve our African tradition. We need to preserve our African tradition here on the island of on the island of Grenada. Yes, we need to preserve our history altogether. Our history altogether. I am asking the authorities to let us do more in preserving the African heritage here in Grenada. I don't think much emphasis is being placed on preserving the African heritage. We have lost, if not but a huge amount of our African culture. We have lost a huge amount of our African culture, and we have imported foreign things, foreign languages. Yes, in school, going to school, they always used to tell us learning a foreign language is a mandatory, right? It's a must. And when you ask what is it we should learn, French, Spanish was the two main thing. And now growing up, I understand how colonization is real. The colonizers continue to impose their languages upon us. They continue to impose their languages. I think that's something we need to break free from. We need to break free from. I'm not saying to put aside Spanish and English altogether. What I'm saying is that we need to incorporate African languages into our curriculum, right? Whether it be, there's a lot of African languages out there. Whether it be Swahili, even Pidgin, we have the little Pidgin dialect as well, English Pidgin. But there's a lot of languages out there. So, again, Swahili, I speak Swahili. I'm not there yet, but I know basic Swahili. I also take upon myself to teach my children Swahili. And there's a lot of languages. I only know one for now because I'm in contact with a lot of Kenyans. So, but there's a lot of languages, African languages out there. So, yes, I would like our government to do that, bring back the languages into our school. Yes. So, brothers and sisters, I think I've said a lot. Take care. God bless. I said, let me do this video on the cake dancing. So let us know what is the symbol behind that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. See you next time. Until we meet again. God bless you.